Good afternoon to the honorable judges and fellow audience. We are privileged to be here today as the finalists of Nurturing Business Challenge competition. Allow me to introduce my team. I'm Anis. This is my colleague Daniel, who will be explaining about risk and future plan. This is my colleague Kenneth, who will be talking about our marketing strategies. And at the end, my colleague Elaine will be talking about our financial plans. So, ladies and gentlemen, have you ever been in a new place but you felt awkward and haven't spoken to the person next to you? Or you are just too shy to make new friends? Or you have been in a social event but you don't know how to initiate the conversation? Let me tell you a story about Bill. Hey, don't be like Bill. Allow us to introduce the Bob. It can show your mood, speak out your mind, and even display your status to others. It is a brand new method to connect with people in your life. It's a 360-degree organic LED wristband which displays your true colors. With this, you can change color according to your mood. Gold means that you are happy. Amber means that you are excited. Red means that you are angry. Pink means that you are in love. Purple means that you are stressed. Blue means that you are sad. And lastly, green shows that you are sick. Maybe feeling unwell or just sick of people. Besides, you can write your status to express it to let others know what's on your mind. Here is how it works. Furthermore, we also have unique symbols which represents your personal status. A broken heart means that you just broke up. A blinking heart means that you are single and ready to mingle. A static heart means that you are in a relationship. And a pair of rings means that you are married. Members on the floor, you must be wondering, how are you able to do all of this? You are able to do all of this with the Bop app, which is available on App Store and Google Play Store. All the features on your Bop will be connected with the app. When you open it, you will need to register a personal account with all your details in the app. This is what you will see after you register. You can customize the display of your Bop through Express It and choose to update the display on your Bop only or share it onto Facebook as a status as well. Talking about connecting with people, of course, the users of Bop can interact with each other through an action we call as bubbling. What is bubbling? We also call it when Bop meets Bop. If you are in a public place or attending any social events such as the orientation day, you would like to keep in touch with new friends after the event. Bubbling can help you by exchanging Facebook accounts through contacting two Bops together through a near-field communication technology and ta-da! Friend request sent. With this, imagine the endless possibilities with Bop.
Indeed, with this device, the possibilities are seemingly endless. However, just like any other firm, our company is no exception to risk. Now, the two main risks we have identified are intense competition and brand loyalty. On the other hand, we have identified a market gap, which is that none of our potential competitors encourages social interactions like Bop does. Before I continue, I would like to ask everyone in the theater two questions. First, how many of you here owns a smartphone? Just raise your hands. All right, assume all of you are. Okay, the second question, how many of you here owns a wearable device? Like Apple smartwatch, things like that? Yeah, very few. Here, we can already see the potential customers and market gap available. With our newfangled utility, it is reasonable to assume that we may attract customers, furthermore contrasting ourselves to the rest. To add on to our advantage, research has shown that 40 to 45% of adults have the tendency to be shy. We believe these are potential customers. Currently, our potential competitors are Apple, Samsung, Fitbit, and Xiaomi. We are expecting intense competition in the market. This can be disadvantageous to us because our profits may decrease as the capabilities of every market player gets more and more familiar to each other. To overcome this, we will continuously improve and innovate our product, hence constantly providing something new. To protect the exclusiveness of our product, we will register for design patents under the intellectual property protection. Now, in the long run, we plan to release different versions of Bop. For example, a sports version where the product is much more durable and have a longer battery life. Or maybe even a healthcare version where the product has much more sophisticated medical sensors for factors such as blood pressure, blood sugar levels, and may even inform you of the nutrients required for a healthier self. Since our competitors have been in the market for quite some time, we believe this may lead to troubles for us to gain customers, as those with brand loyalty might alienate Bop once it enters the market. However, we believe we can persuade them with our device's new purpose, which is to help you socialize, our low selling prices, and by giving them a need to keep up with the current trend, which is achieved by means of marketing.
But how can we make it into a trend? This is where marketing comes in. Our target market is from age 15 to 54, which is the mass market. According to We Are Social Singapore, from age 13 to 29 are the heaviest user of social media, and they are easily influenced by trend. They are the youth. But firstly, we will price our product at an attractive price at RM199, where it is affordable even to the younger generation. They will then influence their parents or older co-worker to buy the product. This will have a domino effect where the consumer needs wants become needs. A very fine example is the smartphone. But here comes the most important step. We will first aggressively promote our product through social media by distributing it to local artists, famous people in social media, and also tech writers to review the product. After that, we will also advertise through mainstream media such as TV, radio, and internet. We will also engage Yuna as our brand ambassador. Good. Okay. A month before the launch, we will take pre-orders, and the first 10,000 customers will get the chance to invited to the launch party. Immediately after that, we'll have roadshow, not one, but 4 different locations simultaneously in KLCC, Mid Valley, Sunway Pyramid, and Gurney Paragon. We plan to ride the hype of the launch. After that, we plan to be the talk of the town a month after our launch. As for our distribution channel, we will be shipping directly from our factory to your doorsteps to minimize the cost. As for online retailer, we will be using Lazada and 11th Street to use their customer base to increase our sales penetration. Lastly, we will use brick and mortar retailers such as Harvey Norman and SenQ, where customer can touch and feel the product, which we think is vital to remain competitive in the market. Thank you.
Now, I will show you how we are going to objectify our plan in terms of financial. First of all, cost per unit of Bap is 65 ringgit and 10 cents. Based on CVP analysis, we will need to sell around 915,000 to hit our break-even point. There is total 20.4 million of available market in Malaysia, but according to what Kenneth mentioned just now, our targeted market is only made up of 17.9 million of people. However, we are only aiming for 20% of them, which means 3.6 million units of Bap need to be sold in the first 3 years. We have separated the sales as 1.1 million in the first year, 1.5 million in the second year, and at least 1 million unit in the third year. And this will be our long-term plan. After the analysis of pro forma income statement, total net profit for the first 3 years will be as much as 63 million ringgit Malaysia. Even though we may face some net loss in the first year, as long as we got a good feedback from the market, we will have a high chance to boost our sales in the second year, thus we will gain profit from that year onwards. With 10 million ringgit as our capital employed, ROI for the first 3 years will be negative 57%, 506%, and 183% respectively. For further information, please refer to the handbook that we will distribute later. To conclude, if we're able to succeed Bap in local market, we are ready to introduce it to those beyond our borders. Bap is the evidence that a simple idea can unleash various possibilities. Just imagine and we will make it happen. Bap, boundless possibilities. Thank you. Now, my colleague Kenneth and Daniel will distribute our props and also our business proposal to fellow judges.
This is the back of
Very interesting idea. The question that I've got is whether or not you are going to target the local market alone. Now, from what I heard, you are going to, at least in the first year?
First 3 years.
First 3 years, all right. Now, my concern about that is the culture. I can see this particular product to be useful in the developed countries where people go out and interact, etc. They touch one another, they touch their wearables, etc. you know, but not quite in Malaysia. Perhaps because I am not in the 20 or 29-year category. Not the social category. No, the 29 was the highest according to them. But that is my concern. And therefore, I was just wondering how you would overcome that concern of mine, given the fact that you have projected the turnaround in your financials in year 2. So that's my question.
Okay, firstly, in the marketing part, we say that we will use the 13 years old to 29 years old to influence the older generation to buy the product, which is why, I'm sorry to say, but you guys are the old adopter of the technology. Yeah, no offense, but everyone here will probably get the wristband, maybe a year or the second year at most. But we plan to take it to even to the business side, where maybe you guys can exchange contact easily, better than taking our name card. We want to revolutionize the way we interact. So, name card may be the thing of the past, like Kodak film, something like that. Yeah. Anything to add?
For the culture part in Malaysia, actually, we said that we don't touch each other that much, but there is also a available service on our apps that just 2 phones that touch together will exchange their WeChat account or any other social media. So ours, the device, as you see, there's some thickness there, so we won't directly touch each other, but just the bub, and also because of the NFC technology, they actually can detect around 1 meter, 1 meter away. Less than 1 meter. 10 cm, yeah. Yeah, that's our answer.
Hello, hi. The key feature of your product, correct me if I'm wrong, is the ability to actually display your mood according to, display the color according to your mood, am I right? And also the ability to have the tap thing going on, correct? So, you did mention your target customers are also those working in the professional line, am I right? So, what are the chances of those people, for example, I'm angry today, I will show a red, right? Yeah, red. So, when I'm working, would I do that? Have you considered that, or I'm sad?
Yeah,
sick maybe lah, sick. I probably won't appear at work.
For working place and also study place, maybe we would like to show sick to our lecturer more, so that they won't come and disturb us. But for us, because this is what customized means for. If you want to show, you just show it out. If you dare to show you are angry in your workplace, then you just show it. If you don't want, you want to show your maybe your employees that you are motivated or you want to motivate them, maybe you can change to other color to make it, how to say? To encourage them. Can I say so? Yeah.
So basically, it's just a feature that is, how I put it this way, meaning to say that, someone else must know what the color means in a way. Am I right?
Yeah, they
Otherwise
should know that what it
makes no sense,
that means.
Okay. Thank you.
just one thing.
Okay.
I think I just want to highlight is a concern with your cost structure. I think usually electronic gadgets, the expectation is that the price would come down year on year, and so your costs also have to be managed. I guess I don't know if you actually thought about that in your business plan.
From the book and from the presentation is the first 3 years, which means during the second year or the third year, we will have new product coming out already. So like, because of the inflation rate and everything, we won't actually reduce the price of the product. But maybe later when there's more supply than demand, maybe it will like fluctuate the price. But before that, I think it's not a concern lah. Yeah. Because we have other product coming out, we want to aggressively promote our brand loyalty. Okay.
Thank you, judges. Thank you. Thank you, Bob. Would you all like to have a Bob in future? Yes, I know CFAP students say no, huh? CAT Group 15, all right? Give them a round of applause again. Thank you.